Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan na Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on e-media.
Buenos dias, Zamboanga. Welcome sa PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SM City Minpro. Hatid ng Philippine Information Agency, Mindanao Communicators Network, SM City Minpro, MCTV, and eMedia. We are live at PIA Western Mindanao Facebook page and other government agencies' Facebook pages. Also in PRO9 as a Northern News Flash, 1TV Philippines, ISA TV Channel 17, PCH Cable TV, and via cable televisions here in Zamboanga City at MCTV and eMedia. Happy Kapihan po muli sa lahat po ng ating mga viewers. Welcome po sa ating program. Ang Kapihan na Zamboanga will discuss important topics that will help you make more informed decisions wherever you are. At sa ating pong episode ngayong araw, pag-uusapan po natin ang update patungkol sa ating minimum wage increase in Zamboanga Peninsula and ang ating status po ng employment dito rin po sa ating rehiyon. At makakasama natin from Department of Labor and Employment, their OIC Assistant Regional Director, we have Engineer Wesley Tan. Again, welcome po muli sa ating program, Engineer.
Yes, thank you very much to our PIA partners for giving us this opportunity to report and communicate to the public the highlights and milestone and performance of Dole Region 9 in the last 12 months.
Thank you po, and with that po, we will proceed po sa ating mga topics na pag-uusapan ngayong araw. First of all po, Engineer, can you provide po with to us yung ating details on the recent minimum wage increase po in the entire Zamboanga Peninsula?
Yes, our regional director, Director Albert Gutib of Dole Region 9 is also the chairperson of the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board. The board is composed of the members from the labor and management sector, as well as meron din tayong from the government sector. NEDA and DTI is also on board together with Dole as the chairperson. Last year, the board comprehensively reviewed the socio-economic indicators affecting the region, and a series of consultations and public hearings were conducted starting September until October. The public was duly notified of these public hearings, and the call for position papers were likewise farmed out to employers and workers alike, because in the spirit of genuine consultation, we would like to provide all concerns the opportunity to state their position or opposition on the usapang wage increase in the region. So, Ms. Myra, it is a process that is required by law that there should be consultation and of course the opportunities for all concerned parties to be given the right venue to ventilate yung mga position papers nila. And so after the conduct of public hearings dito sa Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, including the cities of Isabela and Zamboanga, the board came unanimously came out with a decision to adjust the minimum wage and have an increase of 33 pesos per day. Kaya nakikita natin dito sa slide natin doon the aprobado na ang 33 pesos na wage increase, adjustment sa ating wage order number 22. So, ang effectivity ng ating wage order is actually last December 12, 2024. So, presenting before you, ladies and gentlemen, is our new wage order number 23 that prescribes the minimum wage in the private sector for 8 hours work. So nakikita natin dito yung mga non-agricultural establishments and of course retail and service establishments employing 10 workers and above from 381, ang prevailing rate natin is actually 414. No? Again, 414 in the private sector for 8 hours work. So, meron din tayong isa pang category, yung agricultural establishments, including retail and service establishments employing 1 to 9 workers. Yung mga maliliit na retail and service, including agricultural undertakings, the prevailing rate is 401 pesos for 8 hours work. So, yun ang, again, the effectivity was last December 12, 2024.
Okay. Actually, that's a good news po, no, na it was implemented before the year end. So, magandang balita siya sa lahat po ng ating mga empleyado, sa ating lahat po ng mga labor workers natin. So, with that po, Engineer, what were the primary considerations po talaga natin in determining the new wage rate? So, how often po nagkakaroon ng additional or new wage rates, and how do we determine this?
As a default, parang hindi pwede galawin, no, ang ating wage order within a period of 12 months. No? Although, if there are supervening conditions or when the economic situation of a particular of the country necessitates that there should be a review, no, motu proprio review, or upon petition of concerned parties, nabibigyan naman ng kaukulang pansin, no, ang pag-review ng ating wage order. No? Pero the default is it should be unaffected for a period of 12 months. Considering that alam naman natin last year, no, there were various environmental and economic challenges that beset our country. So there are considerations that were given due priorities by the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board. No? To name a few, nakikita nila yung assessment on the prices and supply of basic agricultural commodities. No? Nakikita din at that time yung impact ng El Nino to the agricultural sector, as well as yung rice tarification law. No? These are major considerations given due priority by the wage board, no? Including yung supply and pricing ng mga major commodities, investment promotion efforts, including the performance of the regional champion products, no, of Region 9. Kasama na dyan ang ating electric and oil industry situation.
All right, thank you po for sharing that with us, Engineer West, because alam naman po natin, no, important din na we should know yung ating mga indicators, kasi baka isipin po ng ating mga employees na ganun lang kadali yung pag-a-adjust ng ating salary wage or ating wage increase po dito sa Zampen and sa entire Philippines. And with that po, we'd also like to confirm if included po ba yung ating kasambahay naman sa ating salary or wage increase.
Well, for our kasambahays, we have a separate wage order. No? There is a wage order number R9DW-04 that prescribes for the minimum wage for our kasambahays. No? Effective November 12, 2023, yung minimum wage for our kasambahays is actually 4,600 for kasambahays na nasa chartered cities and first-class municipalities in the region. Other than that, the rate is 4,100. So, ganun din ang natin. We are trying to transition the kasambahay na nasa formal employment arrangement na rin. No? Good that you raised sa issue ng kasambahay, Ms. Myra, no? Because last January 18, no, we honored, no, our kasambahays in the entire region, because it is also the 12th year anniversary of the passage of RA 10361, otherwise known as the Batas Kasambahay. No? We arranged region-wide a creative celebration, no, to honor our kasambahay. Sabi nga natin, mga kasama natin sa bahay, ito talaga ang parang pamilya na ang tingin natin. So there were various learning sessions conducted, and as well as may mga parapols tayo, including honoring yung mga kasambahays and the officers, as well as showcase ng kanilang mga talents and mga performances.
And it's good to know po, to hear na we are also prioritizing yung ating mga kasambahay. And of course, ito na-mention nyo na rin po kanina, Engineer West, regarding nga yung ating pag-consider ng ating mga current cost of living. So how does the wage po, or the new wage compare to the current cost of living po natin dito sa Region 9?
Well, aside from the socio-economic indicators that the wage board is really putting premium, of course, tinitingnan din natin ang cost of living as well as the absorptive capacity of the employers to absorb any increase in our minimum wage. May refold effect din ito sa operational cost ng ating mga employers and management. So we balance the wage board, balance the needs of the workers and as well as the absorptive capacity of the employers. And of course, taking into consideration as well, because may statistics din na lumabas na the poverty threshold of Region 9 is alarming, and so these are all being looked into with seriousness in the determination of the possible adjustment in our minimum wage.
Yes, that's true. Sir, paano po yung ating, you mentioned about the employers, no? So ano-ano po yung mga sectors that are most impacted by this wage adjustment?
Of course, as key employment generating sectors in Region 9, nandiyan pa rin ang fishing and canning industry. Kasama dyan sa canning, not only the manufacturing ng sardines, including the bottled sardines, because this provides significant numbers of employees in the region. Kasama din dyan ang construction industry, the wholesale and retail industry, and of course yung tourism industry, hotel, restaurant, and related industries sa tourism. Kasama din ang mga establishments engaged in contracting and subcontracting. In statistics provided sa atin ng National Wages and Productivity Commission, itong in 2022, more or less there are mga 270,000 workers that stand to be directly benefited from the wage increase na meron na adjust ang ating wage board.
And with that po, Engineer, how will your office ensure the compliance with the new wage order among the employers?
Of course, with the passage of wage order number 23, we are appealing to our employers and management that we have to comply with the existing minimum wage rates in the region. So in the event, the DOLE is conducting regular monitoring to ensure that general labor standards, including the minimum wage, is complied, including the provisions of social welfare benefits and occupational safety and health are being complied by our employers. In fact, we are also happy to present to the public our accomplishments with regards to our monitoring on the compliance ng labor standards, including occupational safety and health. For the year 2024, we were able to inspect 704 establishments na employing 10 workers and above, because we have industries that we prioritize for the conduct of inspection, and all other na nakakuha tayo ng mga issues or mga complaints, we are prioritizing that for the conduct of inspection. So we have a compliance rate for our labor standards at 90.06%, and for occupational safety and health, we were able to achieve a compliance rate of 92.61%, or 652 establishments complying with the standards on OSHA. Yes.
Alright. Okay, thank you po no for sharing that with us, yung ating mga ginagawang monitoring, yung ginagawa po nating mga activities to ensure nga na yung ating mga employers are compliant po no sa ating mga batas. And eto usapan naman po usapang employment rate naman po tayo or employment status update sa buong Zamboanga Peninsula. What is the current employment rate po in Zamboanga Peninsula so far and how does it compare to previous years? Lalong-lalo na po nakakatapos lang po ng taong 2024.
Of course, data from the Philippine Statistics Authority no as of October 2024. Ito ang for Zamboanga Peninsula, we have unemployment rate of 97.6%. Magandang balita ito, no, Ma'am Myra, because ito po ay may increase ng 2.4% percentage points, no, because from last October 2023, nandito tayo sa 95.2%. No? Pero what is significant here is the figures, no, is the magnitude behind the employment rate, no. These figures signifies that there were 111,000 no, individuals na nakaroon ng employment. So while the figures nakita natin from 95.2 to 97.6 is relatively small, pero the magnitude in terms of employment generated is actually pegged at 111,000. Likewise, siyempre, kung maganda ang employment rate natin, medyo meron ding kaakibat na unemployment, no? Our unemployment rate as of October 2024 is actually 2.4%. So magandang indicator din ito because last October 2023, nandito ito sa 4.8%. So this reflects a positive impact no, sa ating economic initiatives and job creation efforts in the region. Meaning, 36,000 no, fewer unemployed individuals in the region. So we are one of the regions so in the country that registers a high employment rate, no. Pero we are also not closing our eyes, no, together with the other relevant government agencies that there are also challenges in the areas of underemployment. Ito po ang usaping quality of jobs. In the same period, no, October 2024, meron tayong there has been a rise in the underemployment rate, no? From 11.5% in October 2023 to 13.7% in October 2024.
All right. So, you mentioned po na meron tayong significant increase no sa ating underemployment. So, what programs does the Department of Labor and Employment have in place to address po yung ating underemployment?
Well, ito no, we DOLE no together with our partners no sa private sector as well as government agencies is converging no because we cannot do this alone. The issue on unemployment and underemployment really takes a whole of the society approach. Significant ang contributions ng private sector no because they are really the employment generators sa atin. So on our part, DOLE, may mga naka-line up talaga tayo na mga regular programs and services in providing employment opportunities sa ating mga kababayan. So we have regular job fairs no? Together with our Public Employment Service Office and job placement offices. In fact, for last year, no, for the whole of 2024, meron tayong nakandak na 41 job fairs, no? So we would like to thank the Public Employment Service Office and the JPOs, no? For these job fairs, we were able to register almost 15,000 job seekers. So ito nakikita natin that the new graduates, no, both sa college, sa senior high, and of course sa technical vocational institutions ay pupunta talaga sa mga job fairs. Of this number, we are happy to report to the public that we were able to, ang results po is 28% ang combined na near hires and hired on the spot. No? 28% as against the persons na pumunta sa job fair na qualified. And of course, together with our job placement officers, pero din tayong career development and support program for our senior high school, including our mga graduating sa college. So importante ito, no, because our guidance counselors and our partners are providing career, vocational, and employment counseling sa ating mga would-be entrants in the labor force. Of course, kasama din sa ating mga programs are the programs on youth bridging. So, kasama dyan ang government internship program. So, the year 2024, we were able to facilitate 3,039 government interns. No? Ito po yung mga new graduates na wala pang experience. No? So, government provides them that experience sa private sector.
Ayan. Thank you po, sir, no, for
Sa
sharing
public
that.
sector, no, na magtrabaho sila sa public sector ang mga new graduates.
Yes. Actually, isa rin kami sa mga beneficiaries po ng ating government intern. So we would like to thank po, no, the office for providing it with us. Hindi lang siguro sa amin, siguro maraming din itong natulungan ng mga government offices. Engineer, we'd also like to know how has the region's labor market been affected by the recent economic challenges natin such as the inflation?
We would like to also to be apprised, no, the public, no, with there is a slowdown in the inflation rate, no, because we studied the statistics that reveals from 5.7% na inflation rate in 2023 ay nag-slow down ito to 3.4% in 2024, no. Significantly, there is an increase in the consumer price index, which on the average ay nag-increase din ang mga goods and prices, no, of goods and services dito sa Region 9, no. So with the decrease sa inflation rate, no, ay merong itong kakibat na challenge sa ating economic stability and issue ng job creation with the rising consumer price index that indicates that the cost of living ay may mga challenges din tayo, no? And ito na rin siguro ang resulta ng increase ng underemployment ng ating region and the other employment-related mga programs and services are our answer, no? And of course, gusto talaga naming i-highlight that the role of the private sector, no, is really significant. Kasama naman natin sila sa mga tripartite and social dialogue, no, in trying to address itong slightly increase ng underemployment in the region.
Sir, can you share po yung ating mga updates naman on efforts po to promote decent work and sustainable livelihoods po in Zamboanga Peninsula, especially for the year 2025? Baka meron po tayong mga upcoming plans.
Of course, ito po, no, our regional director, no, is presently merong year-end and planning exercise sa central office and recently also we are also in attendance, no, to the various consultations, focus group discussions, and roundtable discussions in the matter of advancing yung mga poverty alleviation programs in the region, no. So kasama natin ang iba pang mga line agencies, civil society organizations, and the private sector in addressing itong issue ng decent work in the region. In the part of the DOLE, meron tayong mga continuing labor, education and employment education program, no. Ito po ay nagsi-share tayo ng mga updates ng ating mga issuances sa ating mga employers and workers, no, alike, no, because gusto natin that our appreciation of the labor laws, labor standards and occupational safety and health are uniform. So for continuing yan, and of course our monitoring ng recently issued, no, wage order ay on top of our list, and of course there are also developmental programs na titingnan natin for micro establishments, yung mga establishments employing 9 workers and below. We have technical and advisory visits, no, na ginagawa natin to ensure na natutulungan sila, no, because our statistics reveals, no, almost 92% of the establishments, no, in the country belong to the micro, small and medium enterprises. So dito rin nanggagaling ang majority ng mga employment generated, no. Part of the Philippine Labor and Employment Plan is actually to provide support, technical assistance and incentives to the micro, small, and medium enterprise. Kaya tinutulungan natin sila. We provide them with technical and advisory visits. The process is we orient them. Bakit ba sila hindi nakaka-comply sa mga minimum general labor standards and safety and health? So, tinutulungan namin sila, no? Our records reveals na karamihan sa kanila ay walang mga safety officers, no, and first aiders. So itong mga gaps na ito, we are addressing, no, and we would like to ensure that compliant sila sa requirements ng ating batas.
Alright.
Kasama din diyan, no, ang continuing engagement natin sa mga industry tripartite councils, no, and of course yung mga various tripartite industrial peace councils ng provinces, cities and municipalities as well.
What will be our actions po? Lastly na lang, what will be our actions for those who, mga employers po natin, companies po natin, na hindi po nagko-comply sa ating mga labor laws? Included na po yan lahat on the wage increase, yung ating safety, and of course yung ating mga child labors din po. Ano yung mga actions po na ginagawa po natin?
Of course, ang calling talaga natin is for our private sector employers, no, to really comply with the minimum requirements of the law, especially with the prevailing minimum wage rate, no. Pero meron pa rin tayong mga natatanggap na mga issues, no, mga complaints, no, regarding the implementation nito. So the programs, no, ang ginagawa natin dito, we subject, no, the particular establishments to the SENA. May SENA program tayo, yung single entry approach, no. So we invite the employers, no, and we provide also the employers management the opportunity, no. Bakit ba may mga ganitong mga issues and gaps na encounter ang ating mga workers? In fact, recently meron na tayong launch, no, yung SENA DOLE Arms, no. Ito po yung online na pwede na raise ng issues and concerns ang ating mga requesting parties. So of course, subject natin ito sa conciliation and mediation. So kung wala talagang settlement or agreement, so we subject the particular establishments in the conduct of inspection. So ito na po na ine-examine natin ang mga employment records, and of course ine-interview natin, no, ang mga workers, titingnan natin including yung working conditions nila and social welfare na mga legislations, kung compliant ba ang ating establishment. So again, we are doing both developmental and of course yung visitorial and enforcement function ng ating secretary na delegated sa ating regional director.
Thank you po, Sir Wesley. With that po, do we have message po sa ating mga employers and lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga manggagawang Pilipino?
Sa ngalan po ng ating regional director, si Sir Albert Gutib, no, and buong puwersa ng DOLE Regional Coordinating Committee, Family of Agencies, and DOLE 9 Workforce, no, we thank the PIA, no, for giving us this opportunity to report, communicate to the public ang mga accomplishments, milestones and performance ng DOLE Region 9, no. As we are entering 2025, no, we are hopeful, no, that etong mga poverty alleviation, no, including yung mga programs and services natin relative to labor and employment, no, kasama natin ang labor, management, and government, no, in the implementation of our programs and services. And we call on also, no, our partners natin, both ang management, ang workers, no. Kung may mga issues tayo, no, pertaining to labor standards, occupational safety and health, we make use of the plant level mechanism, no. Pag-usapan natin ang mga issues na pertaining to the implementation of the wage order. Kung nakikita natin na wala talagang workable na solution, so you may also visit DOLE or i-text nyo po ang DOLE sa various hotlines namin, no. We are more than willing, no, provide the needed technical assistance, advisory services sa inyong lahat. So the DOLE remains committed, no, to provide labor and employment programs and services and interventions.
Thank you very much po muli sa ating panauhin. Once again, we have Engineer Wesley Tan, the OIC Assistant Regional Director po ng Department of Labor and Employment in Region 9. And of course, sa buong team po, no, ng DOLE Region 9 na kasama natin ngayon, and sa PIA team for making this episode po possible. And hopefully po marami tayong natutunan sa ating episode ngayong araw sa mga nabahagi po sa ating impormasyon ni Engineer Tan. And with that po, maraming salamat muli. And hope to see you po sa ating mga susunod pa pong episodes ng Kapihan sa SM po. And with that, we would like to thank also the following sponsors. We have Dunkin, Camiseta, Karimadon, and Penguin, all available here at SM City Minpro. And sa ngalan po muli ng Philippine Information Agency Director General Catherine Chloe De Castro and Regional Director Ms. Noemi Adaga, ito si Myra Espinosa. Muchísimas gracias and see you po.
Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan na Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on eMedia.